Hello and welcome to another Algebra 1 video tutorial. In Lesson 10.2 we'll be solving systems using substitution. Our goal will be to solve systems of two linear equations where both equations are of the form y equals mx plus b. Okay, so the big idea is substituting an expression that equals a single variable is an effective first step for solving some systems. These will be set up for graphing as well, but you're going to find that if they're set up in this form, we'll get two equations set up this form. It's going to be a lot faster than graphing. You probably don't believe me, but you'll soon find out. Okay, solve the system y equals 2x plus 8 and y equals negative 5x minus 27 using substitution. Okay, so like I said, these are going to be set up nicely for graphing, but sometimes finding the right window to even find the intersection is difficult. So this is a little more efficient method most of the time. The first thing you want to do, these are both equal to y, so that means that we can say that since this y is negative 5x minus 27 and this y is 2x plus 8, we could replace this y down here with 2x plus 8. So we can set the equations equal to each other since y does equal y. So 2x plus 8 equals negative 5x minus 27. So I substituted what y was here into this y here. So I just set the equations equal to each other. So this is called substitution. Now, you've solved this type of equation numerous times in Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, so this should be quite easy for you. Get the x's on the same side, so what I would do is add 5x to both sides. Alright, and then I'm going to end up with 7x plus 8 equals negative 27. Then I'd probably subtract 8 from both sides and end up with 7x equals negative 35. Divide both sides by 7. And I'm going to end up with x equals negative 5. Now I know what the x coordinate is. I need to figure out what the y coordinate is, and I would probably use the top equation. I now know x, so I'm going to say y equals, and you could use either equation, but I'm going to use the top one just because it's relatively smaller numbers. So I'm going to go 2 times x, so 2 times negative 5, plus 8, and get y equals negative 10 plus 8, which is y equals negative 2. So my solution would be negative 5, negative 2. That is the spot on the graph where these two lines will intersect. Okay, the next example, let's say the online catalog sock puppet will charge you $3 for shipping and handling, plus 50 cents per pair of socks you order. The foot glove catalog will charge you $3.90 for shipping and handling, plus 40 cents per pair. How many pairs of socks would you have to purchase to make the costs equal? Okay, so let's say you're ordering lots of socks, or maybe just a few pairs of socks, and it would depend, because one will definitely be a better price for a low number of socks, and the other one would be better for a higher number of socks. But where are they equal? So you could make that decision of which company to go with. So we need to come up with a system first. Okay, so let's say the sock puppet, that is going to be y equals $3 for shipping and handling, plus 50 cents for every pair. So plus 0.5x. Okay, the foot glove would be y equals, well, they're $3.90 for shipping, so a little more expensive for shipping, but they're a little less for every pair of socks. So for a low number of socks, you would go with the sock puppet. For a high number of socks, you're going to go for the foot glove, but we want to know at what number of socks are they equal. So we know what that high number, or maybe it's a low number, is. All right, they're both equal to y, so we just go ahead and set them equal to each other, or substitute what y is in one into what y is in the other. So we're going to go 3 plus 0.5x equals, so I'm just replacing what y is in the top equation and replacing what the y value there with 3 plus 0.5x equals 3.9 plus 0.4x. My first step would probably be remove the smaller value of x, so I'm not dealing with negatives if I don't have to. So now I'm going to be left with 3 plus 0.1x equals 3.9. And then I'd probably subtract 3 from both sides. So now I'm left with 0.1x equals 0.9. And divide both sides by 0.1. All right, which essentially says 90 cents divided by 10 cents. How many times? So x equals 9. So x equals 9. So you'd have to purchase 9 pairs of socks. And if you were ordering 9 pairs, it wouldn't matter which company to go with. If you're ordering under 9 pairs, you probably should go with Sock Puppet. And if you order more than 9 pairs, you should go with the Foot Glove. If everything else is the same, the socks are similar and so forth. All right, use substitution to find the solution to this system. This will be a good one to pause the video if you want to work this example on your own just to see if you got the hang of this. I will work it as well. Okay, so we have y equals 3x minus 4 and y equals 5x minus 10. They're both equal to y, so what I can replace what y is in one where the y is in the other. So I'm going to go 3x minus 4 equals 5x minus 10. First thing I would do is subtract 3x from both sides. So I'm left with negative 4 equals 2x minus 10. Add 10 to both sides. I'm going to get 6 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2. And I get x equals 3. I know what x is, so I'm going to put that in one of these equations to figure out what y is. I probably use the top one just because it appears to have smaller numbers. So 3 times 3 minus 4. So y equals 9 minus 4. Y is going to equal 5. So my solution would be 3, 5. So if you graph this, that's where these two lines would intersect. If you decide to check your answers, you'd go 3 times 3. And that's 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 minus 10 is also 5. So it would check out if we decided to check our answers. All right. And the last one we're going to look at is a equals 8b plus 32. A equals 3b minus 78. This one's set up for substitution because I can take what a is in this top equation, replace the a down there with that. So I'm going to have 8b plus 32 equals 3b minus 78. I'll probably remove 3b from both sides, so I'm going to end up with 5b. 5b plus 32 equals negative 78. I have not removed that. The next step would be to subtract 32 from both sides. 5b equals negative 110. And divide both sides by 5. And b equals negative 22. Now I know what b is. I'd probably use the bottom equation or the top, doesn't matter, to figure out what a is. A is going to be 3 times b, that we just calculated was negative 22, minus 78. So a is going to be negative 66 minus 78. So a is negative 144. So my solution, and we usually put alphabetical order first, so my solution would be negative 144, comma, negative 22. Since we're using not x and y values, you might even say a comma b is equal to negative 144 comma negative 22. That'd be a way to write this solution to this system. All right, that wraps this up. Your assignment will be 10-2, page 591, 2 to 20 evens. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.